Good evening. Today is Thursday, April 28th, and it is, I think, around 10:30 at night. We have just been doing nothing but chores all day, and we double zeroed. But I thought we could do some Q&A since I had so many questions from everyone. So the first question, and I'm pretty sure we answered this before, but Maytag, how did you get your name?
Oh,
How'd you get your trail name?
I had spilt some soap inside my tent.
Dr. Bronner's,
Yeah, Dr.
which
Bronner's
is a concentrated soap.
And I wiped it up with a bandana and just kind of tossed it off to the side and forgot about it. And later on that week it started raining. I wiped down my rain jacket to bring it inside the tent. And next day foam was coming off of it, just like on the commercial where you see it shooting out of a washing machine. That's how I got it.
All right, which is pretty funny.
Yeah, ruined the rain jacket, by the way.
Yeah, that's a bummer.
Yeah.
That's a bummer. All right, another question is, are the trails easy to find in the snow and the mud? Because I think you were watching some of my videos where we had the snowstorms and so?
Yeah, sometimes it is.
Yeah.
The trick is not only kind of look behind you and look for southbound blazes just to verify you're on trail.
It does get a little tricky, like a couple times when we had deep snow and the snow was sticking on the trees.
Mm-hmm.
The blazes were a little hard to find that day. Depends on how well marked the trail is. Mm-hmm. The mud really has no bearing on the blazes. Yeah, the mud doesn't. But yeah, I mean, typically the blazes are easy to find. The trails are easy to find, for sure. It's harder in the snow if you're the first one, because you really have to pay attention. You're the first one since it snowed. You really have to pay attention because normally there's like a path in the ground, or multiple paths. You can at least ascertain which one is the right path. But when there's snow, everything is all the same. So you do have to kind of pay attention to that. We have had many comments about the Cheetos Bandito and why doesn't Maytag always have Cheetos? Do you want to answer that one? Why don't you always have Cheetos?
Well, I eat them for one thing, and I get tired of them. And so basically, if I don't have them, then I'm tired of them. I don't feel like eating them right now.
And I love variety. So we love our salty snacks. And, we may have chips. We love Cool Ranch Doritos. We love all snacks. Pretzels.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. It's just whatever we happen to have. Cheetos really withstand being in a pack.
Yeah, they stand the abuse.
Yeah. They don't get crushed like other chips do. So that's why we tend to have Cheetos more than anything. Yeah, but it's not that we love Cheetos over others. It's also, what we get at where we're at and what we can get. And the next question I had was, what state are you in now? Excuse me, what state are you in now? And how many states have you been through? So we are now in our fourth state. We started in Georgia. Finished North Carolina and Tennessee, which was phenomenal, right around the same time because we went in and out of Tennessee and North Carolina for a while. And we're now in Virginia. Unfortunately, Virginia is extremely long, and we will be in Virginia for a long time because it's like, 550 miles
it's
or
over
so?
500 miles.
Yeah, and so we won't be going through the states as quickly as we did with Tennessee and North Carolina. A person asked about why do you double zero? Man, if I could, I'd be double zeroing all the time. So when you get into town, if you Nero, which means you nearly did a zero and you hiked a little bit of miles, normally we go into town, it's about 5 to 10 miles. So by the time you get to town, you want to eat, you want to shower, you've got to clean your gear, you got to look at your food, figure out how far you're going in your next stretch. Go resupply, get all that together, do laundry, I mean, it's done. Like, you're done. So then the 0 day, you might be able to continue that on with your 0 day. Well, I have been so behind on video, and and my plantar fasciitis has really started kicking in. Well, the biggest thing was we had booked our hotel for Wednesday and Thursday and ended up getting here a day early. So we already had the hotel room booked. And then we thought about it, and my plantar fasciitis was killing me. I needed to ice it and rest it, and I had tons of video I had to do.
And we like Marion too.
And Marion's a great place if you're going to 0. It's because they have that public transit it's free, and for backpackers, they'll take you wherever you want to go. You don't have to be on the route, which is nice. And so I had to pay bills. I had to, all the things you need to do in your normal everyday life on top of my trail life stuff. So there was just a lot I had to do in order to, and I'm still doing it right now. As a matter of fact, there's 2 things going on my phone that I have on my list to do that are transferring files, uploading video, and I'm videoing right now. And it's after 10:30. And I really didn't get much of a break. So yeah, 00. I love it. I would do it all the time if I could, but it's just not feasible. And some people are like, "What, when you 0 or 00, do you feel like you're getting far behind?" Well, the funny thing is today we saw people that we started with, like the day 1. We so some of our tramley caught up to us yesterday. Some caught up today. It's we have tramley members that are way ahead now. It's just, you go your own pace, you do your own thing, and we're not going to worry about it right now. We're just gonna get through the trail. Every day has its challenges, and whether it's the length of the hike we're going to be doing that day, the terrain, my numerous injuries. Oh, I fell really badly on the way coming into this town. It was pouring outside, and my leg, I hit my head, hit my lip, my face, my whole left leg up my shin and knee are just it's my first real, I guess, trail injury, unless I've had another one. I don't think I've had, and so, it's just, yeah. I don't know why I was saying that. Why was I saying that? Anyway, tramley. I want to talk a little about our tramley. So, the one thing about our tramley is we're very loose.
Yeah, loose.
We're not always together. We never have always been together, but we all still consider each other tramley. So Moss, who has a deadline because of grad school, she is busting out the miles, and she's pretty far ahead. Hayes just got back. Hayes had family in town, then she got sick and had to get off trail for a couple days. She just came into town yesterday, and she left town today. And but we're gonna catch up to her because they're only doing so many miles, and we do more miles than the group she's with right now. So we'll catch up to her. But there's still our tramley. We still keep in touch. We still are watching out for each other. So I don't know if, I don't think we're ever going to always be with them all the time. No. Like that's, we do our own thing. We do our own thing. But they're still our tramley. The temperatures. We have gone from freezing our butts off with snow, and then 5 days later in the high 80s. What was it, 80, 88?
Yeah.
100% humidity, sweating so badly, dehydration, like making sure I had to take electrolyte tablets and put electrolytes in my water, and it's been crazy, these temperatures. And then I think it's cold. It's now getting cold again. Yeah.
It's going to be up and down. In the mountains, you can't be careful. You have to be real careful what you're doing.
Yeah, so we that's just something that people are asking about, and the temperatures are going to fluctuate. and we were in really high elevation, and that's when it was really hot. So if it were cold, we would have been freezing even more. But now, because we were in the highlands, and now we're getting lower elevation. There's leaves on the trees, and it's just crazy. We're not used to seeing that. But when it was hot up there, there was no block. Nothing was blocking the sun.
Yeah.
There, the foliage is not up there. So I had my umbrella up like days in a row just to keep that sun from hitting me. And yeah, it's just new challenges that we have to face. For our next segment, I think we have a 5-day plan right now.
Yep.
And it's a kind of unusual plan because we're gonna like hike, and then we're gonna there's this hostel that is supposedly has the best breakfast, voted the best breakfast 5 years in a row, and it's right in a convenient area. I don't want to carry 5 days of food again, or 5 nights of food, 6 days of food. It's just too much food. And we just can't carry it. So I can't carry it. So we're trying to break it up, where we're going to stay. Like tomorrow we're going to be in Atkins, and which is like a 10 miles from here.
10,
There's 10 or 12 miles. That's a big difference there. Yeah. And they have a Mexican restaurant, so we're going to go through there, eat at the Mexican restaurant, and then hike maybe a couple miles and go to bed, like put up camp. So that was one dinner we didn't have to carry. But then the next day we're going to go to a hostel because I really want to see the hostel, and that's part of hiking the trail, is going to hostels. And so that's something that we're going to do, and that'll help us because then we won't have to have another dinner. Yeah, so just things like that. And while we're on the food topic, I could tell you this last 5-night stretch that we had. Did we actually stay out 5 nights, or was it 4? Because we came in, we came in 4. So we planned for 5 nights, 5.5 day resupply. Like when we say that, means 5 dinners plus a lunch, a 6th lunch. Anyway, on the 6th day, which would have been the day we would be coming into town. But we hiked longer this last time, so we got into town earlier. But food-wise, we thought we had packed enough food. We've been on trail now for over 500 miles. You'd think we'd know, but our hiker hunger has just really set in. So I think on day 2 is when we realized, we were just so hungry. We had to look at our food and ration it. Like, okay, we can only eat this, and we can only, and we went to bed hungry. We were going to bed hungry because we didn't have enough food. And it's not that we didn't bring enough food. It's that we're constantly eating because our bodies need it. And I'm losing weight. So, and I'm trying to eat. It's just we can't carry all that food. So one of the things about being in town also and having this 0, it really helped us get a lot of calories in our bodies. Like we pigged out, extra protein, calories, carbs, and we ate healthy. We had salad every day. We ate some healthy things. I'm not saying we only ate healthy, because we did have, chips and fries and burgers and Arby's and ice cream and milkshakes, but excuse me, my asthma is just killing me right now. But I feel so much better. Coming in, I was really weak, and our food bags were pretty empty. Yeah. So we're really looking at our food bags and making sure that we have the calories that we need, that we can carry. And this little thing we're doing the next 5 days, it's going to help us, because we're going to be stopping at places where we can gain more calories without having to carry it on our backs. Yeah. Is there anything else? Yeah? Anything else you want to you had seen about our any comments? No? All right. Well, we hope you have a great night.